Hello everybody, Mark here. Today I'm going to be making a chicken and sausage casserole. Now I've done a bunch of casseroles over the last few weeks, about 4 I think, quite a few variations. So if I can adjust this thing, there you go. I've done a chicken and some, there was several of them had 2 ingredients. One casserole had 4 ingredients, 4 different meats. This one's going to be chicken and sausage. Now, this is discounted chicken I got it from £4 down to £1.40, and you can see there's a double pouch here. So both of those are going to go in the frying pan, along with several sausages. I'll show you those in a moment. Okay, I'll give you a close-up of the chicken in a moment. But also with the chicken, I'm going to be putting in some. This is a pack of 8 Butcher's Choice Cumberland sausages. British thick pork sausages with herbs and spices, 72% pork. Which I mean, I've always been under the impression that's kind of misleading. 72% pork, which is basically 72% pig. So there's no telling what area of the pig it comes from. But it means that it's not. I mean, it could be sort of hooves and who knows what But there's going to be a lot of herbs. It tastes good anyway because it's Cumberland. Cumberland are always good. Okay, I'm going to take a few of these in, throw them in the pan. I'll give you a close up. I almost forgot what I've done. I've done a lot of potatoes here because this dinner is going to be for tonight and tomorrow's breakfast. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of potatoes. That's why I put in so much chicken. And anyway, so what I'm going to do, put them in the big bowl here. Now I'm going to put them in the microwave for, I figure, 8 minutes, and then I'm going to take them out, give them a mix around, possibly put them back in and see if they need a few extra minutes. And while that's cooking, I'm going to be, while the potatoes are cooking in the microwave, I'm going to be cooking up the chicken along with the 4 sausages. And as usual, I'm going to be cutting them up into very small pieces. Now, before, because I did a lot of preparation for the video, what I did beforehand, I already chopped up 1 onion and 2 very large carrots. There you go. So, there you go. So that's all prepared. As a fact, the onions are smelling strong. Anyway, so I'm going to put the chicken and sausages on top of that, along with the casserole mix. There we are. I've been cutting up the chicken and the sausages into small pieces, as you can see. There you go. It just makes them easier to cook in the casserole and makes them, as you know, makes them bite-sized. Anyway, so I'm going to be cooking these away for another 5-10 minutes until they're cooked. And then we'll put them in the casserole dish. Okay, that 8-minute wasn't long enough for the potatoes, so I'm going to put them back in for another 6 minutes or so, and then we'll see how they go on from there. Meantime, I'm still browning off the chicken and the sausages. I've had to put a little bit more of the vegetable oil in there because the meat just soaked it up. I don't think it evaporated, but it soaked it up so that it was like a dry frying pan. Anyway, the sausages are sort of browning there. Yeah, I think next time I'm going to use chipolatas because they're smaller. These big chunky sausages. Anyway, so I'm going to brown them off a little bit for another 5 minutes before I put them in with the vegetables. There we are. As you can see, the chicken and the sausages is. I've cut the sausages up into sort of 4s or 6s. Quite small. There you go. So now the next job is to transfer it over to the vegetables. Just throw that in. Yeah, what I'll do later on, I'll be putting some more vegetables with this. Well, you know, as you may have seen with the other casseroles, I'll cook them separately though. I find it's best to put the hard vegetables, in this case carrots, in the casserole, but then soft vegetables like sweet corn, peas, broccoli, cauliflower, they're all soft. They'll turn to mush, I find. Onions are fine in the casserole as well. Raw, you know, just chunky raw onions. But soft vegetables, yeah, cook them separately, and I put them in the last half an hour of the oven cooking time. What I'm doing here, I'm going to be using the chicken casserole mix. Okay. Now this just involves 1 sachet. You get these were 3 for £1 in the co-op. I had a look today and they've gone up to 45p each. So they must have been on a special. Next time they go for 3 for £1, you know what I did, I picked up one for 45p. But I figure if I'm going to bulk buy them again like I did with the last lot, then I'll wait until they're 3 for £1. Alright. Anyway, so what you need is 1 sachet with 300 millilitres of cold water. So what I'm going to do, because I'm putting a lot of veg and a lot of chicken and sausages in here, I'm actually going to do this twice. So I'm going to, that was one, I'm going to put another 300 millilitres in here, and then I'm going to put another sachet. If I can, right, well this one's, there you go. This one seems like a bit of a dud, so I'm going to have to find some scissors. There we are. Pour the second one back, second one in there. Oh, right, that's a lot of, oh. I'll show you that. That's a lot of liquid in there. Okay. But it's going to turn out pretty good, because what I do, I'll need some liquid in there to compensate, you know, to put over the potatoes and whatnot. Okay. Alright, so we're just waiting on the potatoes to cook, and then I'll in the microwave, and then we'll put them in the oven along with the casserole. What I'm going to be doing with the potatoes is I'm going to be baking them in lard instead of the usual vegetable oil. Okay, I'm just going to put a few chunks spread around. And then that'll melt. And every sort of 20 minutes, what I'll do, I'll come in there, I'll pull these out of the oven, give them a mix around so they're all covered, and they'll all be hopefully the same shade of golden brown when they come out. There you go. So what I'm doing here is I'm just putting, I'm making some thin slices. There you go. That's what I'm doing. Just instead of big chunks, I'm just cutting some thin slices of lard. Oop. There you go. And that should be enough. I think one more. Okay, and yeah, and that melts. I mix it all around, and okay, right now it's time for the oven. Oven's been heating up for the last 5-10 minutes. There we are. That's the casserole. Potatoes. They're going to go in for an hour and 45. All right, there's about half an hour to go of the cooking time. I'm going to put in some of these cabbage. This is a good deal actually, 65p, down from 8, down to 8. I got these months ago. I got 3 packets out of the shop. Let's see, some peas. Right. Basically, actually, this is a good way of, let's see, peppers. No. This is a good way of clearing out some space in the freezer. little bit of, there you go. There's some of that. Actually, in the other freezer I've got some broccoli, so I'm going to put a little bit of that in. Okay, handful of broccoli. And I found some sweet corn in the other freezer as well. There you go. So, there we have it. A good mixture of vegetables. Now, in the microwave for about, I don't know, 7 minutes, and then when that comes out, they'll be pretty much cooked anyway, and then I'll put them in the casserole just to finish off for the last half an hour. Now the vegetables in the microwave are done. I'm going to put the vegetables in the casserole now. There we go. I'm going to basically try and drain them off as best I can, put them in, then give them a mix, put it back in the thing for a while, in the oven. Actually, while I'm doing this, I'll do a quick shout out. Now, the other day, I made a pasta dish. I think it was yesterday, or at least I loaded it yesterday. A pasta dish, pasta with minced beef and pork sausage. And that was actually very nice. I do like to put different meats with my pasta. You know, pork, bacon, sausage, anything like that, you know, chicken. Anyway, pasta with pork, pasta with minced beef and pork sausage. Pete Thomas wrote in, he would like to call it Master Pasta Blaster. There you go. It's by my reckoning, that's a reference to the Mad Max movies, Master Blaster. Master Pasta Blaster. So that was a good one. Thank you, Pete Thomas, for that. Okay, I'll finish this and I'll come back and I'll show you mixing it up. There we are. Just giving it a quick mix. Get all the stuff from the bottom onto the top. Get the juices covering all the vegetables. There's still blue. Remember there was 300 millilitres per sachet, and there was 2 sachets, so that's 600 millilitres. There's plenty of liquid in here, which is good. It's going to be a nice juicy stew. Alright, now back in the oven. And here we go with the finished dish. Blimey. As you can see, it's bubbling away like mad. I'll tell you what, it's full. It's quite a full dish, this. There's going to be a lot, yeah. This is going to be tonight's dinner. Although it's 10:30 at night now. But also some breakfast. Okay, so I've already done the roast potatoes. I've pulled them out of the pan. This is the main casserole, as you can see, which I'm throwing in over the top. I'm getting the juices. There you go. That ought to be plenty. There might even be breakfast and tomorrow's dinner as well. There you go. I'm getting lots of juices in there to wet down the potatoes. Okay, put the lid back on. And there you have it. That's tonight's chicken and sausage casserole with roast potatoes. With that, then some added peas, sweet corn, broccoli, cauliflower. Oh, and cabbage as well. There was the last bit of cabbage that was left in the bag. What? Yeah, I don't know. That was the veg is very well done. I tell you, the chicken is really good as well. Consider it's been fried, and baked in the oven for over an hour. It's been over an hour and 45. I think I went about 20 minutes over, just to be sure. Carrots are soft, but they're not mush. The carrots, they're soft, but definitely not sort of paste. Yeah, I'll tell you what. This is very. I mean, hopefully I explained it simple enough for anybody who wants to copy the what I've done. But it is very easy. Cumberland sausages are very well moist. It's all that juice, all that. There's 600 millilitres of water and 2 sachets of chicken stock or casserole stock. 2 of that in there. Yeah, because with the juice keeps all the moisture. If you didn't put so much water in there, it'd be a lot thicker and it'd be a lot drier. But yeah, there you go. There's dinner and breakfast and possibly tomorrow's dinner also. I'm going to come over here. There you go. There's another look at that. It's very simple, you know, and also it's a good way of, like I always say, it's a good way of emptying out one of the freezer drawers of all the odds and bits and pieces of vegetables, you know, just get them out. I mean, you saw me, I've thrown about 2 or 3 empty bags away over there in the recycling bin because I've used up all the veg. Thank you for watching.